When the facts bend reality, this is beyond plausible.
This is the oldest desert and also one of the harshest wilderness areas on Earth. Humans know this place as the Namib Desert. However, this area is neither desolate nor empty, but even possesses an astonishingly rich wildlife. With only 20 millimeters of rainfall per year, the Namib is an extremely arid place. A notable fact is that this area lies right next to the sea. Although it doesn't look like a suitable place for life, it is home to the world's largest land animal, the elephant. How can animals survive in such harsh conditions? This video is about desert elephants and some special animals, and how they survive in a place considered Earth's hell on Earth. Namibia is a country located in southwestern Africa, and its Namib Desert stretches nearly 2,000 kilometers along the coast. To the north, this desert has some dry river valleys. One of them is the Hoanib River Valley. It runs several hundred kilometers across the desert and empties into the sea. Water flows into this area only about once every 2 years. Only deep-rooted plants like the arid tree can survive here. And dry river valleys like Hoanib are found only in the Namib Desert. Here, in this arid valley, exist some animal species that have lived in the area for a very long time. This is also home to the desert elephant. Unlike their other African relatives, desert elephants live in small family groups. They are very rarely observed and their lifestyle is also very special. The matriarch of this family is an older female, and the members never move too far from her. Only the older elephants know how to survive in this environment of nothing but shrubs. At this time, the fruit of the arid tree has begun to ripen. The seeds of this fruit are rich in protein, but the number of arid trees is not large. Only the most experienced elephants know the location of these trees. This elephant family is taking the opportunity to gather every arid fruit that has fallen on the ground. The calf is also able to eat this protein-rich seed. But what they need most right now is still mother's milk. Desert elephant calves have a nursing period twice as long as their other relatives. This gives them a better start in life. Male calves will stay with their mother's family until they are reproductively mature. With innocent fights with their peers, they are actively preparing for their future independent life. A life in which they no longer receive protection from their mother. Outside of the mating season, adult male elephants live a solitary life. Sometimes, they also form a small group during the search for food. This elephant is demonstrating its impressive branch-breaking skill. It seems to be an action that it had to practice for a long time to master. This allows it to reach branches that other elephants cannot. Friendship between male elephants also has its limits. This elephant does not seem to want to share the branch it obtained with its companion. This old male elephant foraging can be easily recognized by one missing tusk. This could be the consequence of a fierce battle in the past. Healthy desert elephants can travel up to 10,000 kilometers a year in search of food. The leg of this one-tusked elephant has become weak. It seems it can no longer keep up with its peers. The old male elephant is being washed by a jackal. This famous omnivorous animal primarily hunts small prey, but will not pass up the opportunity to scavenge an elephant carcass. This could be an exceptionally large and rare feast in a territory of only wind and sand. Not far from this area, an elephant family seems to have discovered a new food source. Somehow miraculously, shrubs, grass, and herbs still exist here. a food source that appears much denser than for elephants in other areas. But here, desert elephants are enjoying them with immense happiness. Instead of uprooting entire plants and destroying them while eating, desert elephants choose a very careful approach, eating only their leaves. This way, the plants can continue to grow. The climbing skills of the elephants here also far surpass those of their savanna relatives. This is also one of the necessary conditions to adapt to an environment where elephants should not have appeared. For the inhabitants of Namib, every day is a difficult struggle for survival. They are accustomed to traveling for long periods without water. Many species have evolved to maximize the water content in their food. But a few of them hold the secrets of desert water sources. Regardless of size, every green leaf contains a certain amount of water. All desert herbivores know this. But outside the dry river valleys, few plants can grow. In this place, only those considered masters of survival can exist. The Namib desert beetle is no larger than a human finger joint. Like all other animals, it also depends on water to survive. This beetle has developed a special strategy. They utilize even the smallest moisture condensing in the air, patiently waiting for it to condense into water droplets on a beetle's body. Over time, its waiting is rewarded. The water droplet then slowly flows into the beetle's mouth. This unique lifestyle allows the desert beetle to survive in areas seemingly containing nothing but fog. But a question arises: where does this desert fog originate? In fact, the Namib is one of the few deserts that extends to the sea. The cold Benguela current from Antarctica lowers the seawater temperature in this area to 12 degrees Celsius. When the current reaches the land, it evaporates in the warm desert air. But the water vapor cannot rise because the air temperature is not high enough. Thus, instead of forming clouds, fog is created. About 200 days a year, this desert region is covered in fog, sometimes extending hundreds of kilometers inland, where dry river valleys dominate. The Benguela current not only creates fog, it also brings an incredibly abundant supply of fish here. The animals that benefit the most are likely the brown fur seals. This area is home to 100,000 fur seals. Around this time, there is a valid reason for so many seals gathering here. The mating season has just begun. Across a vast area, countless male seals are fighting for mating rights. Only the strongest have the right to access females. After the chaotic scene of love, the male seals disappear into the open sea. They will have no responsibility in raising the next generation. The Namib coast is a paradise for seals and seabirds. The Benguela current provides enough food for all. From the coast, fog occasionally penetrates as far as the Hoanib Valley. Now, even the largest animals benefit from the moisture in the fog. The elephants can obtain precious water from the dew on the plants they eat. This allows elephants to travel long distances without needing to replenish water. As the fog thickens, sunlight shining down creates an impressive natural scene. Some elephant families from dry river valleys are on their way to the Hoanib Valley. They are tracking fellow species members through a special method. Besides their trunks, elephants also use their feet as effective hearing tools. The soles of elephant feet function like sensitive stethoscopes, helping them pick up sounds from very far away. Desert elephants rarely gather together. This only happens during the breeding season. More and more elephants are gathering around the river valley area. Some of them are friends who haven't seen each other for many years. They often show special attention to each other. These two male elephants are also aware of the female's presence. and during the time when maintaining the lineage becomes extremely important. In their eyes, friends can become rivals. Male elephants enthusiastically participate in competitions for mates. For them, the important thing now is to make the most of the female's readiness to mate, and to block potential rivals. Some male elephants will also use tricks that aren't considered entirely honorable. They herd females away from other males and claim them as their own. When night falls, many valley residents take advantage of this time to rest and regain strength. This is also the time for some true desert dwellers. The Namib gecko is only active at night. In the darkness, this small predator is a nightmare for insects like crickets and spiders. Like frogs, they also have webbing between their toes. This allows the Namib gecko to glide easily over sand dunes, but it also needs to stay alert. Similar to desert elephants, eagles, and geckos, this snake also has an extremely difficult life in the desert. In such an extreme environment, it can only absorb water through its food. The snake is forced to carry out successful hunts if it wants to survive. Once it finds the best ambush position, it slowly buries itself in the desert sand. The desert horned viper is an ambush predator. It lies in wait for prey to appear. Whether its hunt succeeds depends on its camouflage ability and the prey's vigilance. For the sensitive gecko, it's time to leave here. Under the scorching sun, it will quickly become dehydrated. At this moment, its webbed feet once again prove useful. The gecko uses its feet like shovels. It quickly digs convenient underground passages for shelter. It can create tunnels up to 1 meter long under the sand. Now, on the vast sand dunes, a sand gecko is in no hurry to leave, and it has good reason for this. A fog bank is approaching. The gecko possesses a pair of large, bulging eyes where fog can condense. Eventually, water droplets form. The gecko uses its long tongue to slowly collect each drop of water. But today, the gecko is unlucky. The horned viper's patient waiting has been rewarded. This morning, it got a delicious breakfast and a timely water supplement. But as the mild climate brought by fog and cold winds is about to end, heat continues to beat down on the Hoanib Valley. The temperature in the sun has now risen to over 40 degrees Celsius. This is approaching the limit of what the elephant family can endure. With their large bodies, elephants must try to cool down by continuously flapping their ears. But it seems even doing this, their bodies are still becoming overheated. The heat causes discomfort for all animals. And for the weak young ones, the sun now seems like an enemy that could take their lives at any moment. The elephant herd has truly become too exhausted. An elephant is trying to reach the high leaves, but it seems exhausted. It needs to retreat into the shade to rest. Despite the heat, this herd leader still cannot rest. It is urging its family to keep moving. Desert elephants must spend up to 20 hours a day searching for about 200 kilograms of plants. No matter how tired, the elephant family has no other choice. The period of extreme drought shows no sign of ending. In the following weeks, the heat and the presence of the elephant herd devastated the vegetation in Hoanib Valley. Vultures occupy positions on tall trees at the valley's end. Their opportune moment will come when other animals have nothing left to eat. For the elephant family, a dead tree now becomes a precious food source. In the desert, a tree of this size takes many years to decompose. But the elephants are accelerating this process. They themselves can only absorb 60% of the food they consume. The undigested portion is excreted. In this way, they distribute seeds, such as those of the arid tree. Some animals, like dung beetles, also benefit from elephant waste. During food scarcity, even the baboons in Hoanib Valley are searching for something edible from elephant dung. For the elephant family, the situation is worsening. This family must leave the valley and seek food and water elsewhere. Elephant herds successively join the migration. Only the herd leader's knowledge and experience of hidden water sources can help them escape this hardship. Few animals are left behind in the valley. Even the jackals are joining the journey. While searching for food, they will move along Hoanib Valley until reaching the coast. The Namibia desert beetle is also looking for something to eat. Unlike most desert dwellers, it does not seek fresh new shoots. Instead, what they need is just plant remnants. The constant wind is an aid to them. It blows dry grasses together in valleys or depressions between dunes. Most of these are just leaf fragments, but when gathered, they amount to a considerable quantity. Although twigs or leaf fragments are completely dry, they retain important nutrients. Here, the Hoanib desert geckos are among the most dangerous hunters. The desert beetle is also on its menu. However, catching a beetle here is not easy. This gecko has succeeded. The beetle is not only full of protein but also provides essential moisture for the gecko. The Hoanib desert gecko is the largest reptile that chooses to live in the Namibia desert. Unlike mammals, it cannot undertake long migrations to search for food and water. So how has this gecko survived in such a harsh environment? The answer is found here, right in a dead basin. Similar to the Hoanib River Valley, this place once had a flowing river. Along the riverbanks, animals like geckos advanced deep into the desert area. Many years ago, dunes gradually replaced the riverbed and cut off the water supply. However, this process occurred slowly, and some animals had time to adapt to the new environmental conditions, like the Namibia desert gecko. The only witnesses to a period of flourishing flora and fauna in this region are the long-dead tree stumps. Some of them have stood here for over 500 years. Mammals do not need a long time to adapt. Their ability to migrate long distances helped them conquer the desert much faster. Soon, this pair of jackals will reach the coast. Meanwhile, this elephant family is searching for drinking water. The elephants seem to have begun to exhaust themselves. The entire herd is forced to stop once again. Each individual is reaching the limit of their endurance. The lead elephant once again urges the members to move forward, as it is their only chance. As dusk gradually falls, they finally arrive. Thanks to the lead elephant's instinct, experience, and memory, they finally have something to drink. Adult elephants can consume up to hundreds of liters of water per day. Therefore, this water source will not last long, ever since the elephant herd landed here. Dust bathing helps protect the elephant's skin from the scorching sun. The journey to the next food source will be very long, so early the next morning, the entire herd must set off immediately. The jackals have finally reached the sea. They are moving along the southern coast. The pups of the first seal herd have just been born. Many mother seals carry heavy, milk-filled udders. Like human fingerprints, the call and scent are unique to each seal. It creates an unbreakable bond between mother and pup. Shortly after birth, the seal pup is already nursing from its mother. This newborn looks quite weak. The mother seals are not alone either. About 10 mother seals give birth around the same time. A location with a high density of seals provides safety for the newborn pups from predators. but it also carries the risk of being trampled by adults. To address this, mother seals often gather their pups together for easier protection and care. Like a nursery in the human world, many mother seals bring their pups here. This place provides protection for the young pups and helps mother seals more easily recognize their own. Mother seals must hunt every day to ensure their milk has enough nutrients for their pups. But a problem has arisen for the seal herd. When choosing a spot for their pups, the mother seals forgot to consider the tide issue. The seal pups struggle to withstand the waves. Some have been swept out to sea by the waves. Seal pups can swim, but their bodies lack the thick protective blubber layer that their mothers have. This is the first survival battle in the lives of the newborn seals. Some could not endure the strength of the waves. Within just a few minutes, some pups showed signs of exhaustion and drowning. Now it is the next morning. Dawn has broken, and the danger from the sea for the seal pups is now clearly visible. On the shore are the corpses of small seals washed up by the tide. This is a sorrow for the seal herd, but a privilege for the jackals from Hoanib. This pair of jackals came here from a place hundreds of kilometers away in the arid valley. The seal coast is now their only opportunity to find food. Jackals are not picky. For them, having carrion to eat is already good enough. They will spend the next week active on this seal coast. Only when the seal pups have grown and the food source for the jackals is depleted will they leave, possibly returning to the arid Hoanib Valley. Not only jackals undertake such long journeys, other residents of Hoanib also have a long way to go. This is an oasis hidden deep in the desert. For animals, it is considered the most important water source in Namibia. It exists here like a sparkling gem in the middle of the desert. A sparse strip of vegetation grows around this oasis. The antelopes have just sensed something. It seems an unfamiliar visitor has appeared. Only 50 or even 20 individuals remain. The desert lion has become a rare and endangered animal. The mother lion is guarding her cubs. These experienced predators know that by ambushing around the oasis, they can find prey. But it seems they have become too exhausted from not eating for a long time. These three mothers and cubs spend the whole day lying in wait for the appearance of migrating animals. In fact, many animals are on their way here. Like these ostriches, all of them need water. The number of oryx antelopes here has significantly declined. They are also on their way to the oasis. After a long journey, the first animals finally reach the water source. They cautiously approach the steep banks. The soft soil here can be dangerous for these hoofed animals. The crows have sounded. It seems an ominous sign has occurred. The lion's patience has been duly rewarded. They have caught one of the stragglers. A lioness holds the antelope gasping on the ground. The hunter is also exhausted. The struggle with the antelope has taken a lot of its strength. The lioness returns to fetch her cubs, while another female keeps the bothersome crows away from the prey. The lion cubs quickly head to the hunting site. They can hardly wait any longer. All animals here are fighting for survival. And in this game of fate, the lions have won. Now, they have enough food to sustain life for the coming weeks. The elephants have found their way to the Hoanib River Valley. The most experienced ones know that this is a prolonged dry period. But there are still some precious green plants to eat here. The exhausted herd of giant animals can finally fill their bellies once again. A young elephant tries to enjoy a bit of happiness in this brief, pleasant moment. Soon, strong winds will begin blowing from the open sea, and sandstorms form inland. Nature's fury has reached the river valley, where the elephants have found food and shelter. Sandstorms like these are a precursor to heavy rain. The experienced elephants also know what that means. When the rain falls, the dry river valleys will turn into raging torrents, sweeping away everything in their path. Danger is about to come to the elephant family again. It is time to continue the journey. Now, the safest place is outside the valley. The result of the precursors can be seen the very next day. Water has filled the dry river valley. It has penetrated 100 kilometers inland. About once every 10 years, there is rain strong enough to make water flow out to the sea. Not long after, the first green shoots begin transforming the river valley landscape. The Hoanib Valley is also bursting with new life after the first rains return. Soon, the sounds of long silent calls will once again echo throughout the valley. The calls of elephant herds returning.
Curious? Subscribe and step through the next anomaly.